Morning to you, Cindy. Go ahead.
Good morning. I want to make one comment and then I'll ask him a question. I had an abortion before I hit my 20s. After I hit my 20s, I'm 67 now, and I pray every day of my life for the Lord to forgive me for what I've done. Now, I want him to tell me if this is true or not. When they passed it in 1973, I believed my government. Now I realize what they have done is they beat it, stormed it, and shaped it, and crammed it in the Constitution. So I have pencil and paper at hand right now. Tell me where is in the Constitution or any papers that gives a woman the right to kill an unborn human being. And I'll write it down and I'll look it up. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay. So we're not talking about killing an unborn human being. We're talking about a woman having rights. Now, the first place that I would look for an abortion right is the Fourth Amendment, which says the government cannot illegally search and seizure your stuff. I would count your womb as your stuff, right? So that the government shouldn't have the opportunity to seize your womb and use it for their own benefit, which is their allegedly legitimate state interest in making you have a child. That's number one. I would also look at the 14th Amendment, which says that there is an equal protection clause, that men and women have to be treated equally. Now, if a man has complete control over their reproductive system through the whole 9-month period, why can't a woman have complete reproductive control over her system over the entire 9-month period? So I would look at the 14th Amendment. Another place that you could look is the right to privacy. Now, no, does the Constitution specifically say there is a right to privacy? No, but we can infer that there is a right for privacy from all of the other amendments, which don't make sense without a privacy right. And then we have the 9th Amendment, which explicitly says not all of the amendments listed in this list are the only rights that we have. The 9th Amendment specifically contemplates amendments not listed. But if all of those, and that's the classic legal argument for the right to choose. But if all of those don't work, then I would offer you the 13th Amendment, which says very clearly that involuntary labor cannot be forced by the government. If you want to tell me that a person who is pregnant can be forced against her will to do that labor for free, I'm going to tell you that that is a point-and-click violation of the 13th Amendment. So 4th, 14th, 9th, 13th.
Remind our viewers, in Roe v. Wade, what was decided? What did the justices point to?
The justices pointed to the right to privacy. They said the right to privacy, which was first articulated in the right to birth control. Never forget, the attack on abortion rights and the attack on the birth control rights are the same attack. They're coming after the same constitutional underpinning. The right to privacy was first articulated in Griswold v. Connecticut. That's the contraception case. And they said that because of all of these other rights that wouldn't make sense without a right to privacy, there must be a right to privacy in this Constitution. If there is a right to privacy in the Constitution, then, and again, this is important, then the state still has a legitimate interest in the health and safety of the fetus, but that legitimate interest cannot attach until the fetus is viable, until we get 24 weeks. There are people who are, oh, there's abortion on demand. There is not abortion on demand. That is not the legal landscape that we all deal with. What we have is, before viability, we treat the woman as a full person. After fetal viability, we allow for some state legitimate interest. After the fetus can survive without the mother, we allow for some state interest into how that fetus moves on, goes on, at the point that it can be extracted from the mother and have some kind of chance of survival. We then have a state interest. That is what Roe decided. When you move the line from where Roe is, fetal viability, to any time before that, 15 weeks in Mississippi, 6 weeks in Texas, then you're obliterating Roe. You might not have to say I'm obliterating Roe, but you're obliterating Roe. You're obliterating the legal line that we have drawn in this country at fetal viability, and you're just getting into morality. You're just getting into, well, my morals say this and your morals say that, and then, like I said earlier, we can't have a society, right? We can't. If the law is simply a contest of whose morality wins, we can never come to consensus. We can never find peace. But if we keep the law at a scientific line, like fetal viability, then we can move